Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Makakwadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect brothers, the sincere brothers that are preaching and prophesying the Lord's word all over the world, and that's uplifting the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Now, this lesson will be based on this recent news. It was like this TikTok video, or a series of videos that went viral. I believe it was 2 videos that went viral of this Jake. You can see it right here. You know, he got dreads. I believe he's a CNA, and he works at a hospital or whatever, right? And the most viewed video is of him and this nurse, you know, this white lady, so-called white lady, right? And it was of them in a room together, but they were at work, and the caption is, as you see it right here, I took a screenshot of the video. She told her husband she's staying to work an extra shift at work, and we booked a hotel room for the night. So, long story short, he and this nurse, you know, this so-called white lady, they slept together. You know, they both committed adultery because she was with it, because she lied and told her husband that she was staying late, you know, at work, just so she could go and sleep with this beast right here, this animal, right? Jakes are so wicked, bro. People are wicked, but you see, our people, they just add flavor to the wickedness, and they just go beyond. You know, our people, especially are the man, right? Nah, not especially the man. Just Israelites in general, Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They love to commit adultery, the man and the woman. And you could see as an image, you know, or perfect example of it is that, you know, the music that our people listen to, rap music, soul music, R&B or whatever, going all the way back to like the 70s and 60s, the love songs are mainly about committing adultery. That like the most known hits, right? These hit songs are about committing adultery. It's about sleeping with another man's woman, which is going off. Because Jakes as a whole don't know that there's more than 10 commandments, right? That there's other laws to the scriptures, right? But when you go to the 10 commandments, that's what everyone was thinking. It's like, oh, you're Exodus 20. When you go to the 10 commandments, right? In the 10 commandments, it says, thou shalt not commit adultery. This is Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Plain and simple. Because adultery, you know, is a very serious sin. Because you're sleeping with another man's woman, 1. 2, you're destroying destroying and breaking up a family, because once you commit adultery with another man's woman, you have to get put to death. And if you have a family, that family is broken and destroyed. And then if that woman has a husband, and or children, that home is broken and destroyed, and it brings shame upon both families. It brings shame upon you and your house, and that woman and her husband's house. And that leads to you and that woman having to be put down, having to be put to death, to get rid of that filth out of the nation before it spread. But today Jake boasts in committing adultery with another man's woman. He doesn't treat her right. He's not man enough to be with her. He doesn't deserve to be with her. All those wicked dumbass excuses that Jake makes up, it's all wickedness. Just go find yourself your own woman. But it's just those demons that's on Jake, and those evil spirits, those demons are pushed as spells and enchantments through the music, through trap music, rap music, R&B music, soul music. That adultery is cool. Again, most hit love songs are about adultery. Not all of them, but most of them. And let me go to Leviticus 20 and 10. And the second video that was made of this dude, of this adulterer, right, is of him, playing the victim of saying, why did you guys, contact my job and have me fired? Now he don't have a job, but he's thing there. He's playing the victim now, but he's not the victim. He's he's an evildoer, right? He's the one that committed the crime. He's an adulterer. And that woman's husband has the right to take out his anger, if you know what I mean. And also, that's adultery that shit is murder. And adultery is homosexuality, because you're sleeping with another man's woman. When a man and a woman come together, when a man and a woman, when a man gets with his wife and they sleep together, they become one flesh. So that a part of that man is with that woman for life. So you sleeping with that man's woman, that goes into you sleeping with him, because his DNA is all over her, all over. And I don't mean to get graphic or vulgar, but it's the truth. That's not your woman. Just get yourself your own woman, bro. And that's a host of demons, that Jake has on them. This is a heavy demon that's on our people. The adulterous demon, the going against a dietary law demon. Our people like shrimp and pork. Our people love pork. Our people like to worship idols. Our people like to worship celebrities as idols. The leaders of our people are civil rights activists and musicians and musicians and celebrities, actors. Those are the leaders for our people, of whom the majority of our people look up to. You Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which those are not real leaders. Those are not real leaders. The real leaders and shepherds of the nation of Israel are the prophets. Starting from our elders and apostles on down. Those are the real leaders. But our people just look up to wicked Israelites, as being leaders. Jakes that sell their soul for fame. But not to make this too long, Leviticus chapter 20 and 10 says, "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, and," it says, with his neighbor's wife, "the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death." So this dude right here, right? He's an adulterer. He laid down with another man's wife, and he knew that she had another man because the proof, the evidence is there through the video. She told her husband. That means he knows that she's married. So both him and her, by law, by the biblical law, by the laws of the Most High, are supposed to be sent back to the spirit world. They're supposed to be put to death. The adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. And let me get Sirach 9 and 9, because sometimes the excuse is, oh, she was coming on to me. She was giving it up. Well, that's still not an excuse, because this is Sirach chapter 9 and 9. It says, "Sit not at all with another man's wife." So no matter what, you're not supposed to sit with another man's wife, because when a man and a woman get together, it's natural for chemistry to build up. You start to get a feeling, that you both want to get together. That's why you're not supposed to sit with another man's wife, nor sit down with her in thine arms. You're not supposed to have no other man's wife in your arms, no matter what. Men and women can't be friends. Don't have no female friends that have a boyfriend or a husband, because it's wrong. And spend not thy money at the wine. So you're not supposed to get, and drink wine together, because that leads to adultery. That leads to you getting all tipsy and drunk, and her, that leads to nonsense. Least thine heart incline unto her, which meaning you fall for her, because your judgment is off. Your judgment is off because you're in the feelings. And so throughout thy desire, that means your judgment is off, your judgment is impaired, because of all those good, sweet emotions and feelings. Your judgment is off, and you start to get that wicked lust, that wicked desire to be with her. And so throughout thy desire, thou fall into destruction. Adultery leads to death. That's a sin that's a son salakia. That is a sin. That is a sin that's punishable by death. There's certain sin is not unto death, but then he has certain sins that lead to death, and this is one of them. And this is Proverbs chapter 6 and 32. Proverbs chapter 6 verse 32. But whoso committeth adultery with another man but whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. That means you're dumb. Like, you have no common sense. You don't see what that act is gonna lead to in the end. You're just all caught up in your lust, because it's gonna lead to destruction. It's gonna lead to a broken family, and very well lead to death. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. So by doing that, you're basically committing suicide. And verse 34 to end it off. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So when a man's woman commits adultery on him, he's thinking of, he's enraged because that's his property. And a man's woman, that's something that's very precious unto him. That's his wife. So she's stepping out on him. He's going to be filled with rage because of his jealousy towards his woman, and then that's going to lead to him wanting to get vengeance, which is righteous. And if this dude gets got, then it's righteous. But the scripture says that because judgment is not executed speedily. Let me see. Judgment. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily. So because you've been doing a whole bunch of crimes or a whole bunch of wickedness, you've been committing adultery, you've been getting bodies, you've been murdering people. You've been selling drugs to your own people, being a witch and a warlock. You've been doing all sorts of wickedness, right? Because the Lord doesn't get you right away, because he don't judge you then and there. Therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. So basically, because the Most High didn't judge you right there, in your mind you're thinking that you're getting away with it. And this guy is probably been committing adultery for a while, and he just been getting away with it in his mind. But that's not so, because the Most High is just allowing those sins to build up. though a sinner do evil 100 times, you know, he probably did this act more than once, right? He probably committed adultery more than once, and his days be prolonged, which means that he just keeps on living. He thinks he's getting away with it. He probably lived on for years and decades, right? Thinking he's all Gucci, thinking he's all good. Yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. So the righteous that fear the Lord, they're going to be good because they're not tempting the Most High. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before the Most High. So this dude and wicked Israelites like him, the 2/3, will be judged, right? And you have people that know the truth are doing, all sorts of wickedness. For example, teaching that the name of the Lord is not Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, leading the people astray, teaching false doctrines, messing up the breakdown of the prophecies, and then when they're corrected, they're proud. They don't want to admit that they're messed up, and they just keep on teaching wrong breakdowns and doing sins in secret. People that know the truth and go off, they think they're slick too, because they do a whole bunch of wickedness in the dark, but the Lord eventually brings everything to light. And do not commit adultery, do not tempt the Lord, because the Lord is not mocked. And that's the end of the lesson. Lord will, it was edifying. Kal halal Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai B'Shem HaKakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom.